Hey guys, so it is 1:39. I did not do a morning check-in on the way into work just because I wanted to really take a moment and talk to you guys about something before I get into this house. I did mention that I was going to start touching on some House Matriarch fragrances. I don't have a lot. I don't own any filled bottles, just putting that out there. I have a few samples. I purchased 2 sprayer samples and I got a Dapper one as a gratis thing, and I have sampled a bunch of the different fragrances because one of our friends, Raphael, he brings his travel atomizers with him whenever we meet up, so I get a chance to play around with them and just to explore a few things. So I have found a few fragrances that I enjoy, but before I get into my thoughts on this house and a review of the fragrance I'm going to show you, I just want to say I know that this is a very polarizing house, and that's one of the reasons why I have avoided talking about it for so long, which is, it's kind of silly if you think about it. I know that there's people that really love it, people that hate it, fanboys, fangirls, and you know, if you're not always giving a glowing review, then sometimes you can get attacked for it. So I just wanted to put that one out there first. And I know that I can see both arguments for the people that love it and people that don't. It is quite expensive, and that's one of the reasons why I've never purchased a full bottle. Not that I don't think that there's any quality to it. There's without doubt quality there, okay? I know that she uses some high quality oils, and you do get, you know, a decent amount of juice in the larger bottles. Unfortunately, you guys know my skin sucks, okay? So fragrances in general have a hard time lasting on my skin. Natural fragrances especially, I'm lucky if I get 2.5 to 4 hours out of them, really lucky. The fragrance I'm gonna try today, it's probably the best day it'll ever have because it's a little cool outside, so I went crazy on the moisturizer, so my skin is very moisturized. If it has a chance at lasting, today's the day. It's optimal conditions for it, minus the coldness outside, but my skin is optimal. The one thing I want to say though is, so when you're looking at the price of what you're buying, you're not just buying the fragrance inside the bottle, you're buying a whole experience. It is a luxury perfume experience, because I gotta give it to Christy. There are very few houses that do this. I know some houses, some smaller houses even, like Gallagher Fragrances, they're really good about branding, or they're improving on branding every day. But House of Matriarch and, you know, Christy, she did a phenomenal job. I mean, the devil's in the details with this lady. I could tell she went above and beyond when it comes to branding, and it's just, it flows very well across the whole line. You can tell all the thought that she put into it. Even when you go on her website, the amount of money she must have spent on her branding, her, you know, designs, website, logo, everything, it's probably quite high. Packaging as well. So like I said, you're buying an experience. I received this beautiful black mailer, and inside the mailer I received my samples that were wrapped up in this beautiful, it's like a bronze kind of paper, and it has a little sticker closing it all up, and I kept it just to show, you know, I think that there was a lot of thought put into this, because without showing you the name of what I'm going to talk about today, that bronze really matches her logo very well. Look at that. That's some attention to detail. Okay. Inside the package, I received 2 sprayers like this, and it's a very thick cardboard, and you know, you could tell that they're very detailed. On the other side of this, it has the name of the fragrance. I'll just show you it right now. I'm going to talk about Epiphany today. So there's a sticker on here, and it's a very beautiful sticker, and you can put whatever fragrance is on there onto the box. But I think that, you know, the detailing, just to think about all this, it takes a lot, all right? And not only does that take a lot, this isn't just a little box where you're throwing a sample in. No, there's a separate section inside, which I thought was like crazy, amazing, where you can put an insert. And she has inserts, like some of them are a little more customized than others. I have a customized one for the next fragrance I'm going to talk to you guys about, but there is a little pamphlet inside of there that tells you about the house. I thought that was really a cool touch. And then getting into the bottles. So her branding game is strong, people. All right. You've got these like custom atomizer bottles for samples. And yes, this is a sticker, so you can, you know, put whatever sticker you want on it. But a lot of companies, they give you a white, you know, atomizer. This is blue. And the gold, bronze, it matches the rest of her branding and labels. I think that that's some crazy attention to detail. And then on top of that, I got this wonderful menu of other fragrances from this house, okay? And it's on thick paper, which is not cheap, all right? This is stuff you gotta think about when you're buying something and when you're looking at the cost of something. I also got a card detailing one of the carded samples that I got. And it has like, you know, information on there. So think about the cost to print these. It's like ordering business cards, boxes of business cards, which, you know, one box here and there might not be a lot, but when you have a full line of fragrances, it adds up, people. It adds up. And I'll show you guys 2 days from now, but the sample, the carded sample I got, it's a nice carded sample. It's not like some cheap generic one. I'll show you guys in 2 days. Also, I got this nice thick cardstock with information on how to store fragrances, and I just thought that was a really classy touch. So from a branding standpoint, like, Christy, you did a freaking phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. I have to give it to you. I mean, it's beautiful. It's luxurious. I can see why there's a lot of fans. Okay. And then I can also see why, you know, a lot of people might be like, not that all about HOM, because it is a natural perfume and it doesn't really last all that long. So you're spending a lot of money for something that doesn't last a really long time. And that's probably like the biggest complaint that I see across the board. But again, it is an experience that you're purchasing, right? Again, I do not own any of these bottles, but I do enjoy sampling from this house because they're nice blends. I'll give it to her. The one I'm going to talk to you guys about today is Epiphany. And like I said, I am so lotioned up. Like, if this doesn't last at least 2 hours, I'm going to be disappointed. But I did wear this last night after I took a shower. Just to really kind of put my thoughts together, and I have a good idea of how this is going to perform. So here we go. So my fragrance game today is strong. The thing that really stands out to me with Epiphany is the lavender. I told you guys there's something about lavender. This month, it's just, the universe is telling me I probably need more of it in my life, and I can't disagree with that. So it's got this really nice, smoky kind of lavender in it. But it's not soapy. It's also got this nice sweetness to it. And some beautiful florals. And I really enjoy this one. This is probably the more feminine of the fragrances that I picked up to sample. And I could tell you from wearing it last night, I got about 3 hours. So today I put some extra lotion on. We're trying to like extend it a little bit. This one is not my #1 favorite. I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. But it is very lovely. Honestly, I know there's like no gender to fragrance, but when I smell this, I think I can see like a woman wearing it a little bit more than I can a man. Just because of how like crisp and fresh those florals are. It's really beautiful. I really love the lavender in here. That's gotta be like my favorite part about this one. I really wish I could make out like exactly what kind of florals were in there. I want to say white. I want to say white. It's also got like this, I think I said it was like smoky lavender, so it's like a tobacco. And that's really all I'm getting out of it right now. But when this settles down on my skin, I do get a lot of that tobacco. It smells like loose tobacco that you put in a pipe. And lavender, and I really enjoy that. There's something about that combination that I really dig. So I will check back in with you guys later. We have our office party tonight, so I don't know. I don't think this will last that long, but if it doesn't, then I will, I don't know if we'll wear this again or if we'll wear something else, but I will let you know when this wears off and my final thoughts. This is my second day in a row of trying it out. Like I said, I put this on last night and I'm wearing it today. But overall, I do enjoy this one very much. It was something that stuck out to me the first time I smelled it, and when I was buying samples, I had to pick it up. Hey guys, so it is 9:52. I just got home from our Christmas party. I'll put a quick little bit of footage right here. It was pretty cool. So just some final thoughts on this fragrance, Epiphany. It was a really beautiful smoky lavender. There were some other florals in there. I really couldn't make out what they were, but that smoky lavender is what really stood out to me. And like I said, I do enjoy lavender fragrances. So I think that's kind of why like I'm a little partial to this one. I do enjoy it. Unfortunately, this fragrance did not last on me. I only got about 2 hours out of it, and that's being generous. So even putting a lot of lotion on and having my skin very moisturized didn't help out at all. I didn't expect it to last very long. That's kind of how it wore the night before, so I wasn't surprised. I did enjoy it. I like sampling it. It's not something that I would buy, and I think that's where a lot of people have issues with this house. It's just the price versus how long it lasts, because you can spend the same amount or less and get something that'll last you all day. But I think it's important to remember, like I said earlier, that you're really buying an experience and not just the juice that's in the bottle. So if you look at it from a whole experience point, like perspective, then you might not be as disappointed. Me personally, it's not something that I would go to so frequently to purchase, like even a travel atomizer. I enjoy sampling them, playing with them, but they're just not fragrances that I personally want to wear, just because I'd have to reapply them so frequently. I'd go through it way too quickly. But like I said, also, you know, it's just cool to really sample and just play around with because they're very interesting fragrances. Epiphany is not my favorite. Tomorrow I am going to show you guys my favorite. I'm really excited about it. Unfortunately, that one doesn't last either, but it is pretty sick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Till tomorrow, guys. Bye.